Hi, how are you today? This is JilliBling. Are you ready for Manly May? I try to do this every year, and it's kind of my made-up thing, but we need guy cards, and it's hard to do guy cards. So I try to do lots of them. Can't say 100%, but lots of them in May, and we're almost there. So this is going to be a monthly project. And I'm using the new set in the new catalog coming out May 3rd. You can order this. Look at that. I was thinking, what am I going to do with this? I don't know. And then I thought, well, maybe collage. Anyhow, it worked out just great. And I'm loving it. I was working on it yesterday and I woke up at like 5:30 and I was thinking, oh, it's too early to get up, but I really want to work on this because I had one more to get ready, which is, this one is kind of in suede. This one is in, oh, a new color. It is Starry Sky. But isn't that a beautiful blue? I love blue, but this one is really pretty. So I want to do one more in cherry, but I really like both of these. These are new little embellishments. And we could use these today. Rustic metallic adhesive back dots. Cute. Perfect for a guy card. And look at this little hint of ribbon. This is the fine art from the Floral Gallery product suite. That's going to be retiring. You know what? I think that the Floral Gallery is staying, but I think that the ribbon is retiring. And gilded dots. Look at these little photo corners. That is this right here. Okay, so this I was thinking, okay, Manly May. When do we need a man card? We need it for Father's Day, for birthday, and anniversaries. And there's probably plenty of other times, but I thought, let me do my best to cover those three. Father's Day, got it. It's right here in this set. Birthday, right here. That's the one we're going to do today. But the only one missing is anniversary. And you guys probably do cards plenty of other times, but those are the three that I always need. But even this right here, this calls for anniversary. Together for the long haul. Hello, handsome. Love this guy. I'm really, really liking this. And Tony, he does a lot of barbecuing. A lot. So this card is perfect for him. And look at all the hello, handsomes on the inside. So for these words, I was trying to find something that was about the same size that said anniversary. Nothing. This I pulled out because let's celebrate you. That's good for birthday. That could be good for Father's Day for the inside. And then this right here, know that you are loved. I like that for all of them. A wish for everything is about to go away. It's a huge bundle and it has wonderful dies with it. And it has a wish for everything. Every occasion it could be on here. So you could say happy Father's Day, happy Mother's Day, and I mean Thanksgiving, St. Patrick's Day. It's got everything in here, and it's a two-piece set, and these are little verses, little words for the inside that go beautifully with it. But I'll be putting it in garage sale. But the words, the die cuts, I probably should pull those out, but you could see them in the catalog. They're great words that you die cut. Okay. Let's play. This is, he's all that dies and using layering circles and also a punch. This punch right here, Label Me Fancy punch, is just because nothing cut out Hello Handsome quite right, but this did. And this conveniently comes with a little dot and a little dash that you can stamp a second time right here in the label, and then it could be a tag. Very cute. Okay. So let's keep these nearby. They're all going to be going portrait. Okay, so I want to use this ribbon. This ribbon is carrying over to the new annual catalog. And it is considered white, but when I look at it next to vanilla, to me it looks more vanilla. So I'm going to pretend like it's vanilla. It's called frayed ribbon. So we'll use that. We'll use the dots. And I always put on my stuff 3 per card. That's only because one time at a class, there was this new young teenager, very creative. But she took the whole package and put them all over on her card, and she held it up and said, "Look how cute!" And no one else at class had any bling. And she loved her card, but it kind of left everyone else without. Don't like that. Okay, so this is going to be for all the little pieces, all the stamps. What's that stamp set? And look at all the options. When you look at it, you're probably like, oh, there's a few, but really there's this one, and there's a die that perfectly cuts that out. I mean, there's a lot in here. Then you think, oh, I need more than 2. But we could get plenty on there. It's kind of collage style. Okay, so that's for this. So let's start with just start with the bottom base of the card and work our way up, and then we'll start doing the decorating on top. And I have a plan for it. I put it on. I always do this. I took a picture, put it on my phone, and my phone's over there on the charger. I might have to go get that. You know, I think I planned on doing this one this way, but I don't know that the words are going to fit. Where's the words paper? Yeah, I don't know that that's going to work. Okay, it'll be like that. This is for stamping. Okay, so for the solid color piece, I have 2 embossing folders. This one is bark, and this one is brick. Bark. Brick. I want to use the brick one. So, I already used the brick going across. I'm going to try the brick up and down. I hope that works. You know, I gotta shake it up sometimes. Make things a little different. Okay, so here's that. And I know that's just gonna get stuck down. Eventually, underneath this black layer, I'm gonna put a little bit of ribbon. I'm gonna put that frayed ribbon. Because this is textured, I'm choosing to use liquid glue to attach it. If I used my regular tape runner, I don't think I'd get good coverage, and you certainly don't want it to fall off. Liquid glue. My glue has been continuing to run after I stop putting pressure on it. I opened up the top of it, closed it back up, thinking, okay, that will remove the pressure, and it worked. So I know a few of you at class, you're standing there, it's like, my glue keeps going. So that's the ticket. Just open it up, take it off, put it back on, and it's fine. Okay, so this I want to have as the celebrate, because this is going to be a birthday one. So with Memento, oh, and the ink colors today are Memento, Cherry Cobbler, Soft Suede, Starry Sky. Oh, and you know what? Let me show you this. Starry Sky. So usually when you get the sticker label, I put one right here, because I read English. The next one I put right here, Scene Stellar, of course. And then on the back, Nacht Blue. I know that one is German. But this one here with no writing, I put it on the inside, right here. And this is the thumb pull. A few of you at class, you're like, how do I close it? Just think, your thumb goes in there and it stays out of the ink pad. But with these new ones, there's not the, I'm not sure if it's Chinese or Japanese, the writing. We have an extra one, and I don't know where to put it. I'm holding, I know something good is going to come up. Okay, got distracted. Ink pads. Those are the colors, and that's it for this project. Those 4 colors. So on Memento, I'm going to do Let's Celebrate You from the sunflower, Celebrate Sunflower. Memento. We're using Memento Black mostly because some items are colored. Good. My block looks dirty. How could that be? Okay, well, while I'm at it. Okay, so before I put that away, I'm going to stamp a few things on big paper. So I want to stamp for sure the birthday one with the car on it. Happy birthday to a classic. Oh, and I'll show you the dies in just a minute. I'm doing it up a little bit high because I know that the die on this one drops a little bit lower than you might think. Okay. And I want to do the compass. Oh, the Post-it. The Post-it is, you'll need this. If you're doing the Hello Handsome, because it's small, you'll stamp it right across here, cut it out, put it on here, and then you could insert it into the punch. So the Post-it will act as it. So say it's, let me just show you. I could tell I'm getting all distracted today. Where's Hello Handsome? Oh, another thing about Hello Handsome is if you line up the mustache, or if you line up the words, it's like something is off here. So the words are meant to go a little, I shouldn't say the word crooked, but if the mustache is straight, the words go upward. Just like that. I kept on trying to line up the words and I'm like, why is the mustache crooked? Well, so let me show you about this. If you want to do this with a punch. So right on here, right in the middle, and it doesn't matter at this point if it's straight or crooked, because when you punch it, you'll make it straight. Okay, and then I'm going to cut it. Because if you were to go to punch it right now, you'd ruin and lose a lot of paper. Not so much because of that, but this right here, this little dash. Or if you had it the other way around. Anyhow, if you trim it, no waste. Okay, so now you're like, well, how do I get this into there? Handle. You need a handle. So put that on. Now I could cut it out. So I'm going to make the mustache straight. And I'm giving it just a little squeeze to hold the paper in place. But see how the mustache lines up with the dot? That means it's in the center. Then you could use two hands. And when you do punches, make sure not to squeeze it like that, because you don't know how many times the side little bit has pinched my hand skin. Not good. There it is. Okay, I got off track there. Back on track. So it's kind of going upward. Okay. Where were we? Compass. I want to do the compass. I'll do it right down here. I have plans for the compass. For the outside and the inside. Lots of ink. Compass. And the love this guy. Okay, if you don't get full coverage on your black, I have a trick for that. I think that's it in black. Okay, so guys, this one that comes in the All That, He's All That. I love the name of that set. some guys think they're all that. Some guys really are that. Anyhow, it works just fine. So you notice I have washi tape on these. It certainly helps out. And this is the one for right here. The circle I want to put in here because I want it to be kind of 2-layer, because look how perfectly that cuts that out. And then this one is for that. And the oval is for, holy smokes, you're amazing. Isn't that fun? Okay. Look at this. And before you say, wait a minute, how'd you color that to make it look so cool? I'll show you. Let me do a few little corners. I love that corner stamp. Starry Sky, maybe my new favorite color. So there's 5 ink colors coming May 3rd. How many have I used? 1. I've used it 3 times because I love it. Okay, well, you know, while I'm thinking about it, the car for the inside. Okay. Maybe I could do it without getting my phone. So these, you have to hand cut. There's one of them. Here's this one. Need to use my picker up or take a pick tool. Okay, so that's the plan for this one. Kind of like the brick going up and down. Can you even do that? Can you even build like that? It looks good on the cherry cobbler. Okay, so, oh, where's that frayed ribbon? Let's see how this is going to look. On this one I did it 3 times. This one I did it 2 times. But this is considerably bigger. So, like I said, this morning, I just kept thinking about, oh, I want to do that other card. So you need just a little bit. I'm going to try to squeeze on 2 bits of this. And I'm cutting off maybe 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch. Just a little bit. Okay, so let's start connecting. Excuse me. Let's make our little foldovers of the ribbon. So, there's probably an easier way to do it, but this works for me. I'm taking 2 glue dots per ribbon little bit. Putting one right here, and another one on the other side. Kind of sticking it down, and then just folding it over on itself. So see how that's just folded over? Okay, so to do it again, that's kind of ugly. 1 dot over here. one dot here, and then fold it over. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And you can see how it's off fraying. Isn't that what they call this? But that's fine because it'll be tucked underneath the focal point. Oop, I hear Tony talking. Might be loud. Okay. So now we're going to tuck it underneath. Where should it go? Thinking maybe right under, maybe under the love this guy. And how about under there? Okay, so let's start assembling this. So this one I want to go underneath the black panel, and this one I'm going to have underneath love this guy's. Oh, the love this guy. This one I colored with the Granny Apple Green blend. This one I colored with suede. So how about this one is colored with suede, just because that's the only place suede is on there. Okay, so I'm going to choose Suede Light, color it in, and it just kind of brings it all together. So it's going to go there. Okay, I'm going to start with the corners because I definitely know where those go. Where's that picker-upper? Here's picker-upper. So, definitely going to go right here. Kind of get it in place. And I want just a little bit of the black showing, not too much, because that kind of frames the whole front of the card. Want it straight though. Lovey, that dog rolled in something. Okay. And I'll put the words on dimensionals. And if you look at each of these, half the things are on dimensionals, the other half aren't, and there's no reason why any of them are. Just whatever you're in the mood for. Okay, Celebrate You. It's going to go under there. How about trying to get this corner in place? So just a little bit underneath the words. Okay, and this, I just cut it out and then I stamped it a second time, cut it out and gave it a little bit of color of Cherry Cobbler and Smoky Slate. So this part, I'll have the card on the dimensional, and then the rest of that panel piece can just be flat. So that could go with liquid glue. Maybe a little bit closer to the bottom. And on each of these, there's one little part that hangs over. Well, this one, all three of them hang over the black frame. Oh, even this does. This one, just the one hangs over. So I'll plan on the compass being the one that hangs over. Okay, I'm going to try to get this part on. How about tear tape? Because it needs to be something strong to hold that ribbon. Put it right in the middle. maybe it could go, okay, how about right there? Then I'm going to put tear tape over the back side and a dimensional on the front. Because tear tape holds stuff good. Well, that's working out. So there's tear tape from right here to the end. Smush it down. And then a couple mini dimensionals. That's going to be held in place really good. Oh, look how it's turning out with the classic, pointing to the classic. Okay. So now this part, because I did them separate, I think the compass could go flat and this can be popped up. So I really like how the compass came out, and I'm going to put it on the inside. So I'll show you about coloring in just a minute. I'm going to have it hanging over a little bit. Okay, and then the compass center. That could go right here. I put a lot of colors in there. I know some of you are like, why are there 10 colors? There's not that much going on, but that's what makes it look really good. And I've heard some of you say, I don't mind coloring. It's okay. So number 1 can go right there. That's looking good. Okay, so all that we have left is this piece. So that I'll put right here. Uh-oh. That's okay. Tear tape. Tear tape is right here. And then I'll put another piece over the top just to hold it in place. Oh, that kind of perfectly fits with the Let's Celebrate. But when I put it lower, it kind of bridges the absence of anything right here. And then, yeah, the tear tape will hold that right on there. Now dimensionals, big dimensionals. I put one right there to cover up that. Okay, one more. Doesn't that look good? And it doesn't even have the gems on it yet. Okay, so where are those? Let's do a big one. Be right here. And a little one. Go right in the center. Look how that red border shows. Nice. Okay, 3 bling. Right here. Okay, so the front is done. Doesn't that look good? Okay, so for the inside, I have no plan. The inside, I know I want the car cut out and colored right here. I'm thinking maybe the compass, half of the compass, maybe some photo corners and the number 1. Yeah, I have to stamp that and cut it out because I can't put it right on there, otherwise it would have the words. Okay, so let's start. Let's do the compass. Well, first I need to know where this is going to be. And what's nice when you put, see how I stamped this on vanilla paper? Because I'm putting it right back on the top of the same exact color, I could color, or I can cut it out with very little preciseness. There's probably a better word for that. And it doesn't matter because vanilla matches with vanilla and it just blends in. Okay, so that's going to go there. That's cute. Okay, now the compass is going to be in Memento. I had to do the words too. What about that? Know you're loved. Know that you are loved. So that'll go at the top. Okay. Compass. Here's the compass. That's going to stay right about there. I want at least one compass on. Oh, I like the arrow with the love this guy. Okay. This could go here. Well, I really don't want to lose part of it, but that's okay. Let's see how that works out. Okay, and then what about the photo corners and the number 1 in Starry Sky, my new favorite color? So, you know, the photo corners, every time I tried to stamp them, they came out looking a little crooked. Oh, I'm going to use those. So, I was going to say, get some scratch paper and stamp them on there, just because when you cut them out, you can make them perfectly straight. Because on both of these cards, I think I put the photo corners inside. That one I didn't. This one, and I had to stamp it a second time and cover it up because it was too crooked and it kind of ruined the inside of the card. Okay, well, I already have those done, so don't have to stamp them. I'm not quite sure where they're going to go yet. Because it's collage, it probably doesn't matter. Big white space there. And it doesn't have to be just 2. You could put it in all 4 corners. Or maybe just 1. It looks kind of funny there. I know I do want this. And I easily could have stamped that. But because it's here, I don't mind cutting a little bit. Okay, that's a whole lot of blue over there. Starry sky. It's not balanced. Well, I think when I color this, it'll have the blue in it. Let's see how that goes. So for now, can picker upper tool. Can put that in place. And put this in place. you know, before it dries, I probably should color that. What did I do it with? Light suede? Just because I don't want to get color on the edge. Okay, it could dry now. I'll finish it. Okay, so I just didn't want the blend to soil the outline of my little blue #1. Okay, so to color the classic car, so for all these are the colors. And don't say that's a lot, but you'll see why. So I'm going to do the car in cherry. So I'm just putting a few areas like where there's shadows. And I don't know what this is supposed to look like. I'm just kind of pretending like I know. Sometimes I look things up on the internet so I know how to color them, like some animals or some flowers. But this time I didn't. It's a car. So it's cherry dark, cherry light, and when you're coloring a small area, it's good just to kind of brush right in the center of the area, because the blend, the marker does, it bleeds a bit. So I'm going high on this little area right there, because I know that naturally it'll fill it in. And if I kept going over and over and over, it would just keep on making like a puddle of ink, and then I know it would be out of the lines. Smoky Slate Light is going to be my pretend chrome. Chrome, 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 chrome. Lots of chrome. Because I don't know better. Because, as Shanna says, it's hard to bring bling to a boy card. So it's going to get pretend chrome. Let's see, the fenders over here are going to be cherry. These little side mirrors, those probably could be cherry too. That'll be cherry light. Tiny little area. If you have new markers, then the other end would be perfect for this. Okay, and these little running lights, I'm assuming they're going to be more chrome. Okay, and all that's left is glass. The glass I'm doing with just a swoosh of Pool Party. That's it. Okay, so that is done. So now for the compass. The compass, I had fun. No glass on it. I'm going to use the 2 suedes, the 2 crumb, no slate, and I think I'm going to use all these other colors. Don't freak out. So on here, I'm going to color this in suede, and usually I take time to blend it a little bit better, but this time I didn't, thinking it would make it look a little more vintagey and realistic and time-worn. This is going to be Crumb Cake, and that's Crumb Cake. Once again, very little blending. This is Starry Sky Dark, Starry Sky Light for all those. And then this is Cherry, Light and Dark. Okay, we're just doing a little bit of it. So I'll start with the suede. I like to start with dark. I'm going to go around each of these little markers. And again, just trying to do one pass of color, because if I do too much, it's going to start to bleed into the other zone. And this is such a small area, can't really afford that. I think that's it. Suede dark. So, suede light, and brush tip, bullet tip. I prefer the bullet tip, but if you have a brand new marker, And this one is a little used. Then the point is really fine. No, that one's getting a little tired. And sometimes if the tip of your marker gets frayed, and this set of markers only I've used, and I know I don't use it much, I'm like, well, how could it be frayed if I never use it? It gets frayed when it gets dried out. Just FYI. Okay, so this is Suede Light. And like I said, I'm not going to take much time blending it, and I'm trying to do just one pass of the color because I don't want it to bleed outside that little circle. Okay, next is Crumb Cake Dark, and I'm going to avoid this little dash circle, but I'll do the rest of it. I'm going to start with Crumb Cake Dark. I'll go in here too. So parents are on a little vacation. Yesterday they're doing a river cruise. They got on their river cruise and Mama is like, okay, what are the dates we got vaccinated? So I guess they're checking that. And the boosted, they wanted to know boosted too. But it sounds like they're having a good trip. Okay, so that is Crumb Cake Dark done. Crumb Cake Light, we'll just fill in this area. Maybe a little bit of blending. I know, it's a whole lot of work for just a little portion of a compass, but it looks good, huh? It's those blends to make you look like an artist. Okay, I think that's it. So next is the red, or Cherry Cobbler, and Starry Sky. So I'm going to start with Cherry Dark. I'm going to do these little, just down here at the base, just a little bit of Cherry Dark. Then the rest of that one will be Cherry Light. Just about did the Starry Sky compass thingy. I don't know what the compass thingies are called. What are these pokey outy things? I don't know if anyone is that familiar with compasses to know what those things are called. If you are, put in comments. Love to know. So Carol got me started on playing Wordle, speaking about words. And it's through the internet, search Wordle, choose New York Times, and I just leave it open. And every day I go back and it's like, oh, refreshed, a new one. Kind of having fun with it. So much after I did one, it's like, I'm ready to do another one. So, looking through the App Store, I found an app, and I could do a whole bunch of them, but somehow it isn't as fun as doing just that one per day. Can't say that my record is that good, but I certainly have fun with it. Okay, there's the compass. Isn't that cool? So I was worried about this being here, blue, blue, and then there is no color, but now that that's colored in, it's just fine. So that can go there. Liquid blue, because it's on the inside. just like that. Okay, and then time to assemble it, and then it's done. I'm going to do one more design with this as part of a project box. So after class, there'll be one more design. I'll do the design later today and then tomorrow. But there's designer paper that goes with all this, and I didn't even touch it. So I somehow need to use that. Oh, and there's these little cutouts. I like to say stickers, but there's no sticky on it. So one more design coming. That's what I'll do later today, and maybe I could do the video tomorrow. Okay, there it is. So, which one do you like best? Cherry Cobbler, Starry Sky, or Soft Suede? I like them all. I like them all a lot. Manly May, so far off to a good start. Even though we're in April, preparing for May. They look good. Okay, have a great day. Bye.